I'm sure you've heard the news, the tantalizing whisper that has echoed through pop culture for decades. It's a headline that grabs your attention, a secret that promises untapped potential just waiting to be unlocked. The idea that scientists say we only use 10% of our brains. It suggests a vast, dormant power, a cognitive superpower lying in wait. But what if I told you this widely held belief is one of the biggest myths in modern science? Let's bust that myth. The 10% idea isn't a scientific fact, it's pure fiction, a piece of folklore with murky origins. Some trace it back to a misinterpretation of early 20th century psychologist William James, who spoke of our latent mental power. Others point to early neuroscientists who, when mapping the brain, found large areas whose functions weren't immediately obvious and labeled them silent cortex. But it was Hollywood that truly cemented the myth in our collective consciousness, with films and stories depicting characters who unlock the other 90% to gain godlike abilities. The idea is seductive because it offers a simple solution to our limitations. It's not that we aren't smart enough, it's just that we haven't flipped the right switch yet. The truth, however, is far more interesting. Your brain isn't like a computer hard drive with vast amounts of unused space. Think of it instead as a dynamic, humming network, a complex orchestra where every instrument has a part to play. Different regions are active for different tasks, working in concert to create the symphony of your consciousness. Modern brain imaging technologies like fMRI and PET scans give us a window into this activity. They show that even during the simplest actions, like talking, walking, or even just resting, vast areas of your brain are active. While you listen to my voice, your auditory cortex is processing the sound, your language centers are deciphering the words, and your frontal lobes are making sense of the information. You're using far more than 10% right now. Further proof comes from the unfortunate reality of brain injury. If 90% of our brain were truly unused, then damage to those areas would have no effect. But we know this is false. Neuroscientists have shown that damage to even very small, specific areas of the brain can cause devastating and specific problems, from the inability to form sentences to the loss of facial recognition or motor control. This tragic evidence powerfully proves that almost every part of our brain matters and has a distinct function. There are no non-essential parts, and consider this from an evolutionary perspective. The brain is an incredibly expensive organ. It accounts for only about 2% of our body weight but consumes a staggering 20% of our oxygen and calories. Evolution is ruthlessly efficient. It would never favor the development and maintenance of such a resource-hungry organ if 90% of it was just dead weight. So what would happen if we actually did use 100% of our brain all at once? It wouldn't lead to genius or telekinesis. Instead, it would likely result in a massive, uncontrolled seizure. It would be a storm of conflicting signals and sensory overload. Your motor neurons firing uncontrollably, your memories flooding your consciousness, your senses all screaming for attention at once. The brain's ability to selectively activate and deactivate regions is a feature, not a bug. It's what allows for focus and coherent thought. The desire to unlock our brain's potential is valid, but the key isn't a mythical switch. Real cognitive gains come from something we all have access to: neuroplasticity. This is your brain's incredible ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections, and you strengthen it through consistent, focused effort. Real gains come from practice. When you practice a skill, you're not activating unused brain cells, you're strengthening the specific neural circuits for that skill, making them faster and more efficient. Another crucial element is sleep. While you rest, your brain is hard at work. It's clearing out metabolic waste products that build up during the day and, most importantly, consolidating memories. Sleep is when your brain transfers short-term learnings into long-term storage, effectively saving the progress you made during the day. And don't forget the fundamentals: exercise and nutrition. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, delivering vital oxygen and nutrients. It also stimulates the release of chemicals that are crucial for the health of brain cells and the growth of new ones. Similarly, a diet rich in omega-3s, antioxidants, and vitamins provides the raw materials your brain needs to build and maintain its complex structures. So, let's recap. The 10% myth is just that, a myth. You're already using your whole brain, just not all at once. True cognitive enhancement isn't about flipping a magic switch, it's about training your existing circuits through focus, practice, quality sleep, exercise, and good nutrition. So skip the myth and supercharge your habits instead. That's where the real science-backed unlocks happen. You already have 100% of a magnificent, powerful brain. The real question is, how will you choose to train it?